What's up everybody? Today I'll be making cinnamon sugar donuts, and hands down these are my favorite donuts. They are super soft and all around delicious. You'll be needing a few tools, a few ingredients, but you'll have delicious results. First up, I'll start with the tools. I have a KitchenAid fitted with a hook attachment. I have a heating element with a pot. I have a wooden spoon. I also have a rolling pin. I have a sheet tray with parchment, or you can also have silicone lining. I also have a cooling rack. I have a 3-inch puncher and a 1-inch puncher. And I also have a rubber bowl scraper. So those are basically the tools that you'll be needing. Let's begin. First up, I'll create a paste using water, flour, and milk. So I'll bring you in so you can see a closer look. So I have my pot on medium. I'll add my milk, my water, and then my flour. So I'll use my spoon to mix this around. And you want to create a paste the texture of yogurt. So you'll let this go for about a couple minutes and you'll see it start coming together as a paste. So after about 2 minutes, this is what you're looking for, nice little paste. And now you'll take this off the heat and sit it aside for 2 minutes before you start mixing your dough. Next up, we'll be mixing the dough. I have flour, yeast, salt, sugar, milk, eggs, and room temperature butter. And also we have our paste. So now I'll bring you in for a closer look. We will begin with the paste, the milk, eggs, butter, flour, salt, sugar, yeast, and I'll mix this around on low. So after it's mixed on low for about a minute, I'll turn it up to medium and let it go for 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, this is what you're looking for. As you can see, your dough has a nice stretch. It has come together. And now I'll show you the next step. So next up, I'll take a bowl scraper. I'll scrape the sides. I'll take some flour, dust it on my surface. And I'll turn my dough out. And this is kind of a sticky dough, so you'll need some extra flour. And now I'll just fold this over. And now I'll transfer it back into my container. So now I'll take a towel and cover it and let it double in size. Then we'll be ready for the next step. So after your dough has doubled in size, this is what you get. So I dusted my surface before I laid my dough on there. I'll also add a little bit more flour on top of it, and also flour my rolling pin. And I'll just roll this out to about 1 inch thick. And you want to flour your surface really well so it doesn't stick. So now I'll punch these out. Now I'll take the smaller puncher. I'll put some flour on there, and I'll punch the center out. And now you have your donut shape. And now you'll lay this on a tray. After I'm finished doing all of this, I'll show you the next step. So now I'm set. I punched out my 12 donuts and my 12 donut holes. Before I placed them on a sheet tray, I dusted some flour. This is to ensure it doesn't stick. And now I'll cover it with a towel and let it double in size. Now my donuts have risen for a second time. And now they're ready to fry. What I have here is my oil heated to 350 degrees. And you can also test it to see if it's hot enough with one of your donut holes. While that's frying, I also have some cinnamon sugar, and I'll add this to a bowl. And I have my wooden spoon. And this oil looks a perfect temperature. So as you can see, this donut has risen beautifully and it has a nice brown color. So I also have my cooling rack right over here. So when my donuts are fully cooked, I'll place them in my cinnamon sugar mixture, and then I'll place it on my cooling rack. So this donut looks set, so I'll take it out. And I'll place it in here. And I'll just go over. You can use your hands. This is a wonderful donut hole. So I'll get one of the big ones out. So you need to be very gentle with it. So you'll grab it and you'll lay it gently in your oil. And you can add 2 at a time. And as soon as the bottom browns, you will flip it. And you want enough oil in here so it floats. You don't want too much oil, but enough so it floats. Beautiful. Beautiful. And these donuts are super light. And they take a matter of seconds to cook. That's set. I'll drop that one in. Take this one out. Take your cinnamon sugar or just roll these. So for handling these donuts, you need to be very gentle. You'll pick them up and you'll just lay them in. You can go as much as you like. If your pot is bigger, you can add more, but mine can fit 2, so I'll add 2. And you want to be gentle with these donuts. And these take about a minute, about 30 seconds on each side. And as soon as they start having a nice little brown texture, you'll flip them over. And as you can see, I'm using the back of my spoon. And these are super light donuts. They are super light. And these are so bomb, as you can see. So I'll take this one so it doesn't keep cooking. So I'll just flip these in the sugar. And now I'll continue frying this and I'll show you the end result. So I've finished frying all of my donuts. They look wonderful, they smell wonderful. One important tip is to let them cool for a couple minutes so they retain their moisture and become soft and pillowy. So this is the close-up on these wonderful donuts. As you can see, super soft. These are pillowy and delicious donuts. So thank you for watching. Please make this delicious donut recipe. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up. Please drop a comment below. Please subscribe. And again, thank you for watching. I'll try this donut. Oh my goodness.